How do? How's it going? Welcome back to Chivo Garage. In this one we're going to be taking a look at the Cayenne. Now of late I've been getting a bit paranoid that it's making a strange noise, and I don't know what it is. For me it feels like it may be a boost leak or a vacuum leak or something like that. So I thought the first place to start is do a bit of a smoke test to see if I can see what the problem is. Now the plan is, regardless of what I find, I'm doing the rocker cover gaskets and injectors and spark plugs anyway as part of a service, so they're going to get done. While I'm doing that, I'll have a look and see if I can find anything else like broken vacuum lines or anything like that. But I thought this little smoke test might be quite a good idea. I've done a bit of reading, so my plan is to try a bit of a contraption like this. So what I've got, glass jar, Schrader valve there, little tube here that goes into, well, this is a glove, but that basically is going to go over the intake pipe, and then a soldering iron there, which I'm going to plug in, and we're going to try and generate some smoke. So to generate the smoke, we're going to be using an old pair of socks with some baby oil, mineral oil, and with a bit of heat from that soldering iron on it, it should start to smoke. That should generate me plenty of smoke. A bit of insulation tape and some nitrile gloves. So the idea there is put this over any intake pipe, tape it up with this. So I've got a sealed system. Use the socks, the mineral oil and the soldering iron to generate the smoke, and to give me the pressure, so I don't have to use a big proper compressor or anything, I'm going to use my trusty Halford's tyre inflator. Now that lets me set a pressure of 10 psi, and it automatically turns itself off when it hits that pressure, so I'm not going to have to worry about over pressurizing the intake system. Now with it being a turbo, I know it runs about 15 psi at full boost, so I know the engine can take that quite nicely. So I'm aiming for 10 psi, which is just enough to hook up to that Schrader valve there, force air through into the jar with the smoke in it, which will then force smoke out of the pipe. So I'll set it up and I'll show you it once I get going. Catch you in a few. So here's the jerry-rigged setup. I put this up to 13 psi because as soon as it hit this, we were seeing pressure drops and it just wouldn't work. So this sits steady at about 12 psi. There we go. Smoke leaking everywhere. But more importantly, smoke coming out there, which is what we'll be hooking up to the engine. I'm also, now I've seen it, just going to run some insulation tape on there to see what. Oh, cool. Hopefully you heard that. Catch you in a few. Right, so we've got the smoke being generated there with the soldering iron still. I've popped, just for ease of access, both air filter covers off. You'll notice that I've also got the beauty covers off because I was just running it without them for a bit while we did this bit of work. I've popped nitrile glove on there over this intake hose with, like I say, that there's a finger slit, the end of the finger slit off and the pipe goes through it and then taped up. And I've just popped one on there as well and taped that up. So hopefully, when we start the compressor, I'm going to start looking around to see if I can see any smoke. So just quickly there, you can see that these gloves are starting to inflate slightly, which means that system's seeing some pressure. Now, as yet, apart from on the smoke generator, I can't see any smoke where there shouldn't be smoke. So it looks like this seal on this glove's just leaking a little bit, but aside from that, see there, it's it'll show just wisping there, so I can seal that maybe a little bit better, but I can't see any leaking from elsewhere. Oh, hello. Hello. There's some smoke. Where have you come from? That's coming from the intake manifold. So if I pop this beauty cover off, here we go. Now, that's plenty of smoke coming from there. Is that on that? That appears to be that fitting just there, which looks like it's had a couple of bodges done to it in the past. So I'm going to have a little look at that and get back to you in a second. Well, as is typical with anything like this, I don't have any spare boost fittings at the moment, so I've just, I hate to use the word, bodged it with a little bit of self-amalgamating tape just for now, until I can get some boost fittings sent over. But other than that, I had the compressor running for a little while and didn't see any further leaks, so let the noise begin again. Apart from obviously on the actual generator thing. Oops. That looks to be holding. Without getting the smoke from the generator just billowing out. The glove's still inflated, so we've not got a massive leak somewhere. I think so far I'm quite pleased. I'll try this again maybe tomorrow with a bit more light. There's smoke everywhere, we're losing the light, this is getting difficult, but anyway, I'll turn this off. I might just try and seal that a bit better when I come back to the job. But yeah, that was surprisingly successful. Whether it's made any difference whatsoever to the way it's been sounding, I have no idea. But we'll see how we get on. I took the sensor wire off just to give me a bit of room around these boost pipes. It's all a bit congested. So I'll drop whatever this is back in. I have no idea what that is. Looks maybe like some kind of boost sensor thingy. That looks like some kind of math. So get that back in there. All sorted. Bob this beauty cover back on. There we go. Pop the air filter covers back on. Hook the hoses back up. Well, the hoses, the intake pipes. And then we're done. So, yeah. It's going to be an ongoing one, this, because I'll be doing the rest of the service with the injectors, cam covers, spark plugs and stuff, like I said. But there's one little leak found, which I'm quite pleased about. It was a very small leak though. So fingers crossed it'll stop the weird noise I have when it's running. But I'll keep you posted. Cheers, catch you in the next one.